Oh, we didn't discuss a stinker. Oh, wait, I actually have one.
Oh, go sting away.
I'm gonna sting you.
There you go.
Huh?
Guys, so I went to like a little like flea market,
Okay.
little
They had a lot of fleas.
town thing
You itchy?
today.
Mm.
And I got something for us.
Oh.
Huh.
I bought us a new friend.
A new friend.
Kinky.
There you go.
Sorry.
We still need to name him
Okay.
It's a him. Good to know.
or her.
Or her.
I don't know.
Them.
Them. I don't know.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh my God, it's a possum.
What a lovely creature.
Possumodius.
Posmodius.
Possumodius the possum.
Posmodius.
Posmodius. So we already got bussin'. We already got
Bussin'
bussin'.
and Posmodius.
Posmodius.
Possumodius.
Welcome, Posmodius, to the family.
Hail Possumodius.
Posmodius. Welcome to the Brodent Royale podcast.
We're back.
And finally, episode 42. And we're back in the studio, all three of us this time.
Oh my
What a
God,
shocker.
I missed you guys.
Jaydon is finally free.
Yup, we are all finally free. And
Sorry, my fault.
just in case you haven't seen us before, my name is Ganesh.
My name is Jay,
And my name is Braulio.
and we love you.
Yes, even if you haven't watched any of our
Thank
videos
you
before.
for being so patient with us.
We
during-
are almost at 100 subscribers.
Holy-
at
As of
100.
this episode, we are at 94 subscribers.
Holy
So
fuck!
hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Get us to 100 subscribers.
Tell the crackhead down the street.
Yep.
I know you don't think he got a phone, but he got a phone.
Tell the one down the street, too. They might not have a phone,
I
but
While he
down the
doing the
street. You
Fenty
meant up the
fold,
street.
he just picks up the phone.
Oh my God.
No.
Listen, man, we need to help the people. We need to help people. That's
Yeah.
my job. That's actually what I'm in school for.
Yeah.
Social work and all that shit. Harm reduction and shit. Yeah. That's anyway. Shout out my label that's me. Sorry. How y'all doing?
it's been fantastic. Things have just been progressively getting more and more confusing, strangely enough. But it's been pretty good. I guess we're heading right into ketchup time, it seems like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Ew. Ew, that sounds so moist. Ah!
You gotta shake
He's
the bottle.
touching me!
Hey.
He's touching me!
All right.
Shake the bottle. Shake the bottle. Shake the.
That's enough.
Look at
All right. So
Sorry.
as far as ketchup time
For
goes,
everybody whose ears just got violated, I'm so sorry.
that's all right.
Cousin, I'm sorry.
Even if you're not his cousin, sorry as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me call you Kyle. Like I know who I'm talking to. I love that man. That's my cousin. Go
But
ahead.
back to
Who's your cousin? I'm just kidding.
Kyle. Back to my ketchup time. It's been pretty good. I've been pretty busy, honestly. I've been using this here laptop a lot more than I'm used to. Really just getting some tasks for work done out of the way. I feel like I never have enough time in a day. Like I wish I had more time in a day just so I could do things that I wanted to do rather than work. It's getting to the point where my usual spot that I like to go and get work done, they're closing earlies. So it's hard for me to stop by and like actually find somewhere to get some stuff done. So
Fuck.
I actually went to an alternative spot. I've been getting work done at a cocktail bar lately.
Bro.
Fuck yeah.
I've been
At like what time?
So my usual spot usually closes around like 7. So I stay there until closing time. And at that point, I'll go to the cocktail bar that I recently just like discovered. They got some solid food. They got good drinks. It's really good drinks.
Brother gonna do his task, type of way on his computer, drink a margarita, be like,
Yeah.
yeah, time to get this shit done. Time to do my taxes. Hell yeah.
I genuinely felt like while I was getting my tasks done, I had my notebook out. So I was also just like jotting down notes and just like journaling in general as well. So I looked busy. I feel like the workers at this spot thought that I was writing a review on the place.
Yo.
They were being extra extra attentive to me. They were checking in. They were like,
Yeah, because
oh,
you over there
everything all
scared.
right?
Because like your focus face is scary as fuck, yo. You just really be in there talking about some right.
I got heavy RBF too, so like
brother,
I'm locked.
And when you're locked in, you don't blink.
I don't.
So
But yeah, no, I've just been finding alternative spots for a third place. You know, it's hard to, I honestly can't get any work done at home. So just really getting work done at, strangely enough, a cocktail bar has been pretty effective for me. So
I might have to try that because like low key, I think alternative spots for doing work might help me.
Yeah.
Granted, the semester's over, y'all. It's over. It's over. Where the clap at? Where the clap at? Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, are we gonna do this? Okay.
But yeah, that's my catch up. That's my catch up.
As for me, I kind of had a crazy week. I'm going to
Word.
kind of focus more on one story, but I've been working. I've had experiences. I've been taking time to myself as well to try to like just relax.
Yep.
As much as I can, because really I'm just working a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if I look tired today, I'm sorry. I literally got out of work. Like,
Yeah. As we've been made clear, we're all going through it.
Like
We
I
have lives outside.
I
of
have
this.
multiple sources of income. Like,
He said, he not broke.
Yeah.
You not broke.
Well, yeah, I'm not broke, but I'm working hard for what I have. Like,
Very hard. Pause.
trying to
Hella money.
go
and hella
forward in
useful.
life. But
Not broken.
I do want to focus on one story because I'm going to tell you the end because I told my girlfriend Nancy about it. And so before I tell you the story, I told her this story of what happened. Actually, no, she was there with me when it happened. And then I was telling her how I felt about what happened. And then she responded with like possibly the coldest line I've ever heard. She said, "Save it for the pod."
Oh.
Yo.
Which was the most like creative way to tell me to shut the fuck up. And so
I ain't trying
I'm
to hear
saving it for the pod.
Nice.
Yo.
Yeah.
Nancy. I just imagine like he's mid rant and like she's like, shh, Papa, save it for the pod.
It was
Keep
exactly
it
like
to
that.
yourself. Keep it to yourself. Save it for the pod.
Yeah,
I don't need to
I
hear all
told her
that.
later on in the day, I was like, you know what? I got a little frustrated at the time. I was just like, why you have to be so rude? But then later I was like, you know why I got a little like annoyed? Because I was actually pretty good. And we just had a laugh about it.
That shit's funny as fuck.
It was
yeah.
good. It was actually pretty good.
That's
Save it
crazy.
for the pot is crazy.
Save it
Save
for
it
the
for
pod.
the pod is fucking wild.
But
So what
the
are you
story,
saving for the pod?
what I'm saving for the pod is that I went to a gas station, right?
Oh,
So I picked up Nancy.
real expensive there now. Real bougie to be at a gas station.
Yeah.
I had to go today, but I went to a gas station near Nancy's house, right?
Uh-huh.
And her dad actually like had left right before us and was at the same gas station. So we parked behind him. We're like, you know, laughing because he's there. And he's just like, we went to the little mart to get something. He saw us. He's laughing. He's looking at us, right? While this interaction is happening, the guy comes to my window.
The gas
I
station
give him my
attendant.
card and I say, can you fill it up? So he grabs my card. He puts it in and now it's filling up. And then, so this whole interaction happening, we see him, and then all of a sudden, boom!
What the
My
hell?
door just jolts open.
Huh?
This guy who works at the gas station went to go give me my card. My window was up because like I just put my window up.
Uh-huh.
This guy opens my door.
What the hell?
He literally just like, and it wasn't like a gentle open.
He
Like
threw your
that
door.
matters. He fucking
No knock?
no knock. Here's your card.
Yo, you got beef,
You know-
yo?
Oh,
Yo, you need that? You need that, yo? Yo.
Bro, I
Tell me
saw
something, bro. Tell
I
me
saw
something.
red immediately. Now let me tell you something. I can get annoyed, right? I can be like very annoyed or just, you know, tell you what's wrong, communicate, whatever. I always try that if it's someone like a stranger like something happened with a stranger, I try not to do anything because I don't want to start a fight. I don't want to be like that guy who gets aggressive or just gets overly angry.
Or let
I'd
people
rather
get
just-
to their heads, you know?
I'd rather just let it go because you never know how things can escalate. I don't
Yeah.
want to be that guy.
You don't know who got
I
that
have
shit
Nancy
on them.
next
For
to
real.
me, you know, and so I usually try to let this go, but when this shit happened, I could not fucking help it. he did that. He gave me my card, and then I grab my door and I close it, and I'm staring at him dead in the face.
show the camera what face you're making.
I'm looking at him in like disbelief, like, and he's looking at me. He looks at me and he's like,
thumbs up.
Yeah,
Are we okay?
Like, we good, bro?
Yeah.
No, we're not okay,
and
nigga.
my door's closed, my window's up. So like he's looking at me through the window, going like this, and I was like, I lowered my window.
Oh,
And I go, why did you do that?
not a bad question. Not a bad question.
Because again, I controlled myself to the point where I'm just gonna, talk. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why did you do that? And he was like, I had to give you my card. I'm like, but you don't open my door.
Right.
I'm like, don't ever do that. And I just let it go there. That's it. I was like, do not ever do that.
I would have been like, let me tell you something, right? You open my door like that again, I'm gonna beat you so blue they gonna make you feature in the next Avatar movie.
That's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to be mad, but I was just like, again, I have Nancy in the car. Nancy's dad is right there. Like I just couldn't. Like I usually let these things go, but it just shocked me so much because like someone opening your door is a breach of security. Like
It is.
like someone just opens. That's GTA. You know what I mean? Like someone just like mugging me. Like what the fuck? And I'm never going to this gas station again.
Yeah, no.
I'm never going again. I'm locking my door at every gas station because fuck that shit. Like what the hell? I never thought. I've been driving for like almost a decade.
Damn.
I know.
Yo,
it's kind of crazy.
Yo, just revealing your age out here, bro.
Yeah, like I've been driving like 9 years.
Damn.
This has never happened to me once.
Damn.
Until that happened.
There's a first for everything, bro.
Bro. Let me know. Has anyone had an experience like that at a gas station, bro? There has to be some crazy stories.
I've had a gun pulled on me.
I was just about to say, when we were talking about like you never know who got that shit on you, I was about to be like, you would know about that, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't know about that. I was in the trenches, but that's a story for a whole other time. We could get into that another time.
That's the one I know, right? That's like the
yeah.
But Jaydon, what's been going on with you, man?
I'm free. A nigga free, yo.
I'm free.
Bro, that's really all that.
I was gonna say, that's why I didn't start singing.
That's all that matters. Yo.
At the wedding.
If y'all knew how hard at the wedding.
Yo.
If y'all knew how hard I was fighting this semester, bro. If you know me you personally know me, you know how hard I've been fighting. No sleep, no nothing, bro.
I've only seen this man in pixel form for the last few months.
Yo, for real,
bro.
Dude.
Like it's been fighting for my fucking life, yo. And the finals wasn't no better, bro.
Damn.
Talking about presentation city, essay city, a final exam. I was over here feeling like I was in the tuning exam. Everybody cheating on that bitch. yo, you know how crazy it is, right? You're like, yo, I don't know shit on this exam, right? You go to the bathroom, right? You go back, you look up, you see the professor not looking at shit. You look at everybody down on their phone, chat GPT and that shit. I said,
damn.
Why am I even trying? Why am I even trying? Yo?
That's college, man.
Why am I even trying, yo?
It really gets to that point. It really does get to that point.
I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, yo. I just finished my shit, handed it in. I didn't even double check that shit. I was like, whatever I got, bro. I'm tired of
the
this
professor
shit,
ain't even double checking that shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
nobody cares.
And then I had like final presentations. One of them was really, really fucking good. Like people be over here talking about something, and you need to be a presenter and whatever. I'm like, all right, don't max me out too much now. Like shit. I just got good stage presence.
You're like, I have a podcast. I'm used to speaking.
Oh my god, yo.
No cap though, this does help with
does kind of help.
speaking.
This has helped me to just speak to people in the right way,
Yeah. No, I think it definitely has something to contribute for me in that because it's like I feel comfortable like explaining deeper narratives about stuff.
Yeah.
I
mean, I was looking just side note. I'm sorry, but I watched just a little tiny clip of a Cappy Braulio video from when I first started.
Yeah.
This is like 2024.
Uh-huh.
This is like 2 years ago at this point.
2 years.
And it's so different how I talk to the camera versus now. Like now I'm much more comfortable in being on camera and just speaking on camera.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, what can we say?
Well, I'll tell you what we could start saying. Could start talking about what we've got in store for this episode.
Yeah, let's start with that.
1 batch, 2 batch.
Penny and dime. Anyway.
No.
Yo, he actually did that. That's in this one.
Come on!
So I
Don't let the devil in.
yo, I feel so bad, bro. Whoever listens to this, like, I know you over here, like, they over here yelling in my ears. Yo, I'm turning this shit off.
There's a reason.
Please don't.
Please don't.
So,
give us another chance. I'm sorry.
The Punisher One Last Kill came out not that long ago. It came
Tuesday.
out
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
I finished it.
I finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
Should we
loser.
start with like a rating, and then it kind of explain? I just want to see what
For the
we all
15
think.
minutes, for the 12 minutes that I watched it so far,
Oh.
I want to give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. You know what?
Broken man in a broken city. I like the setting.
I love the setting.
Yeah.
I feel just to speak on the setting, Garth Ennis's writing of Punisher definitely speaks in the setting for this. It definitely feels like it's not your typical MCU New York. This is like the down and dirty, like we're talking pre 90s Manhattan. We're talking Queens. This definitely takes place in Queens.
I thought it took place in Little Sicily.
You know what? Yeah, actually, yeah, Little Sicily.
Yeah, little.
I was about to
Sicily,
say,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
With
man.
the Nucci's. With the
Yeah.
Nucci's.
Yeah, and when I heard that, I was over here talking about some big pun. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we.
Didn't do diddly.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Off of an arm.
Dead ass. Dead ass B. But yo, what the fuck is going on in Little Sicily, bruh?
Bro.
Punisher has checked every mark off of his hit list. The Nucci's are gone. Except for one. But
Bro doesn't even know what to do with himself, yo.
he really doesn't. He just be letting shit happen.
Yeah.
Like and that
Tame
intro,
Impala type shit.
that intro gave me a lot. Like just again, I haven't seen the whole thing, but that intro alone gave me a lot.
Yeah.
Hit everybody off the list, whatever. All this nigga's doing is popping pills and working out. You know how many niggas I know who that's their whole life? I know there's plenty of people who watch and be like, yo, he's literally me. He's literally me. Why are you proud of that?
yeah, like
This is a broken man in a broken world in a broken system.
He's literally seeing things. Like
Yeah.
he's seeing people that have been in his life that are no longer a part of it.
Yeah.
It's sad. No.
Man, and then the fucking city itself, man, when that nigga got his dog,
Yo.
yo,
That was
Bro.
crazy.
yo, that's not like
That was wild. That's some 2016 YouTuber shit.
my perspective of crime is a result of like, you know, lack of resources in like the crabs in the barrel bucket type deal, or whatever like that. The crime that just off of the beginning, that's not this is not that, because there is no reason. Me being broke and not being able to eat has nothing to do with me throwing a dog into a fucking dumpster garbage truck so it dies. Like, that's crazy work.
Shit
No,
is crazy. Oh yeah, it should be. I'll put it in the chapter. Spoilers.
my fault. Spoilers. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
So
Yeah, that's the end of my review. That's where I stopped at.
damn, 15 minutes in. But honestly, I think that's a good spot right there to pick up from.
yeah, I probably would give it like I'm gonna give the whole thing like probably like a 7 out of 10.
7. I'll give it a
7 out of
6.
So, yeah, like I was saying more 6.5.
6.5
but
for
I was
what it
gonna-
is.
For what it is, like
Yeah.
I do like I think people are tired of like kind of the same storyline, but I do think that this doing that serves a purpose to like kind of transform Punisher into another
prepare
arc
us.
of his character.
And also to prepare us and kind of cap off the sort of Netflix version of him and help transition him into what we're gonna see of Frank Castle in Brand New Day. Because I mean, a lot of the special, he's not even in the traditional Punisher costume. He's mostly just walking around in his everyday civilian wear, and he's fucking people up. Like, I'm telling you, honestly, it feels like a majority of this special is combat. Like,
Bro,
I love that. I'm so
dude,
excited now.
that
it's solid. It's solid for
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
I think there are some spots where they could have improved, but
There's
for
like-
what it is, I think it's not bad.
There's only one instance where it took me completely out. And they're trying to say that this is not the case, but it feels so like a lie. Like,
What's
It's
your
contrived.
you know that part where he was like fighting on the rooftop and then
Uh-huh.
he jumps off
like just
And
willingly because two people.
No, but yeah, and he jumps and he hits that like generator.
Yeah.
That shot.
Yeah.
Fucking CGI. Like it was just like bad CGI. And like
I will say it does feel like this special does have a lower budget.
I'm there's no problem with that.
There's no problem with that, yeah. But you can see
but
it.
just here's the thing.
That's like it's if there's any critique, that's like the tiniest one.
It is, yeah.
Like I think that part was unfinished. Like it just kind of took me out for a second. I was like, that looked like shit. Like
yeah, and I will say the violence, it's not as violent as the Netflix series, I'll say. Like they don't
Really?
I wouldn't say so. I feel like they do things that are violent in itself, in its nature, but the way that they execute those acts, it's not traditionally how it was in the Netflix series.
I would say. Well, the thing is, here's the difference in my mind, and I think you might agree with me when you see it, and maybe you'll agree with me too. I think the Punisher special focused more on choreography.
Yeah,
the choreography I think was much better than what we saw on Netflix. Because Netflix, it was a lot of more just brutal hits. To like bloody blood
and more closed,
like
more closed off areas.
But like
it was a smaller area on the series.
This one was really like choreographed, like just like you could see the beats a lot more.
So let me ask this: was there as much blood?
Nah,
and I think that's the reason.
But I think there wasn't as much blood, but it was a fucking brutal scene. Like it was a brutal.
There were some brutal moments, like when they get to the cafe or the deli.
Yeah,
so correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all watched it. I haven't. Right. My expectation for MCU Punisher versus Netflix Punisher, right? Again, like you guys said, more brutal, more blood, right? To show the effects of the damage of what's happening in a fight, rather than being dynamic in choreography. Mm-hmm. What I expected is that MCU would trade out that for more dynamic choreography scenes to cover up the fact that there's not as much blood.
Yeah, because the thing about the Netflix series is that they thrive in making things look very raw and messy. And I think that's what people want.
Yeah,
it's more realistic. It's
and
less
that's
clean.
what their critique. Yeah, like people. When you have that, that prison fight scene with Punisher, and he's just like shivering people in the fucking neck and it's spraying all over him and he's bloody all over.
Yeah.
There's a rawness and realness to that. That's like gory. You know what I mean?
Even the sound effects that kind of hit where you hear more of the squelching and just like
Where MCU, it's not really about that. Like more so they're about,
finality.
Yeah, like their style of fighting. There is
dynamic
blood.
movement.
Like
dynamic movement.
Yeah, there is blood.
There's more gunplay, I'll say that.
Yeah, there's definitely is blood. Like it is rated R. Like you do see shit that happens like that is fully rated R shit.
It's Punisher shit.
But it's not it's not as raw in those effects as Netflix.
Okay.
I'm okay with that change. Honestly,
I'm okay with that too.
Because it still shows like Punisher is fucking brutal. Like it still shows the same messaging in a different way. I think if you prefer the other way, I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a fair critique, to be honest.
I don't
think it's fair to critique it as if it's bad. It's just different, and I think that's okay. You know what I mean?
I think it's okay.
I like both.
So what's a fair critique of it then?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I know I do this all the time. I might bring it down to a 5. Just personally, just because I do feel like
your truth, King.
Yeah, no, not only do I feel it suffers in sort of balancing that and also just kind of easing that transition from what the Punisher that we're used to seeing this version of Punisher. I think, yes, it does do a fairly good adaptation of the Punisher. But I will say the dialogue this is not a dialogue heavy special at all.
Oh yeah, no, he barely speaks.
Yeah. And I feel like the dialogue that they do work with in this special, it doesn't really work for me as much. I can see why it would work for some people, but for me personally, I feel like the story that they are trying to tell, it's not real. Like it's not Daredevil.
I feel like this would have served better with more time.
Yeah.
Like I think
it was only like 44 minutes.
Yeah, it was like barely an hour, and like. If they had if it was a movie, right? If it was a Punisher movie focusing on the same transformation, I think they would have had more time to delve into Punisher's mindset without, because I do think it was okay to have these hallucinations and stuff like that, but I feel like it was a little disjointed because you need to have this big fight scene that takes 30 minutes. You need to have Manucci in there. you know, saying her thing, but she kind of comes out of nowhere.
She does,
You know, like,
because they do. It's very exposition heavy
however,
from the start.
However, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, they're like, how are they gonna do, like, because I researched Manucci a little bit, and she's like one of like the bigger Punisher villains.
Yeah, it's like
And
the
I'm
crime
like,
family.
what I am glad about though, like, I was always thinking that, like, how are they gonna deal with Manucci in just one special? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And as I was watching, I got more and more worried because she got like, she just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She had a great speech, I think.
yeah,
You know,
Like, kinda
I could
announcing the
immediately see
bounty.
the parallel between her and Punisher in that they lost their entire family and now they want, like, they're basically Punisher to each other.
yeah. Like it's a
And-
never-ending battle.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be a cycle. But what I am glad about, by the end, I was actually surprised. She lives.
Yeah,
They didn't. He chose to, like, not go after her to save somebody,
yeah,
to save the little girl and her family, and I'm glad they did that because that gives opportunity for that story. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? This is the start of that story, planting seeds. You know, like how I talked about Daredevil Born Again season 2,
yeah,
where like they had their main storyline, but they were planting seeds the whole time too.
yeah,
And I like that because you're still focused. It created. That's why I liked it at the end, because it created something that was more contained. Okay, now you know what this special is really about. It's
Yeah.
really about Punisher facing, like, the end of one journey and what he's going to do next.
yeah,
And using Manucci as a tool in that without actually, like, fully, you know, resolving that. Leaving that open for the future. How is he going to deal with that in the future? You know?
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
But I did like it. I think it's a good step for Punisher. We just gotta see what happens next in Brand New Day and beyond.
Yeah,
Type shit.
type shit. But yeah, no. So that's a little bit about Punisher. One last kill, but what also seems to have been kind of hitting the rounds on not on social media, but I mean just in our watch list at least. Beef
Yeah.
season 2.
Man, look. I know people had their reservations about watching it. I don't really know what it's about personally. I'm not gonna cap it to you.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into it.
Okay.
We're-
So
we're
you know
just
what?
here to-
We're just not gonna.
So it was something that happened outside the show. So the show itself wasn't controversial.
Oh,
It was
okay.
the
It was
actors.
The actor, one of the actors did something that people were very pissed off about.
Yeah,
Okay.
from season 1, which
Well,
I mean,
I didn't know about it when I watched it, so
and they pretty much revamped the entire cast for season 2.
yeah, it's a totally
Yeah.
different cast. Nothing is really.
It doesn't relate. You don't need to watch season 1 in order to watch season 2. You can really just
Yeah,
watch
it's
it
like
straight
more like
from
an
season 2.
anthology series.
Similar to like White Lotus, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, it kind
every
of stand
season's
off.
different.
Yeah.
The only thing that overlaps is the fact that there's Asian people in it. That's it.
And also just like the beef between
Yeah,
like
and that there's beef.
masculinity and femininity. I kind of noticed that sort of clash
Ooh.
as well with
Can
the beef.
can I actually, like, start? Because I actually did start it. I
Okay.
never
Fair.
finished it.
Okay.
And
So
I'll
I
let
just-
Jaydon take it off from there, wherever.
Yeah. So I do want to say that I only seen, like, the first couple of episodes, so I'm really just seeing the setup for these things. I'm seeing just a little bit of the back and forth.
We're going to spoil it.
Yeah, we're
Um,
gonna spoil.
I think that the parallels between, like, a married couple who, like, fights to this degree, very real, by the way, like,
Yeah.
that they're just going through problems, but they still love each other. You know what I mean? Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I haven't watched the full
I
thing.
think there is sort of
There
a,
is. I know from where I stopped, there's, like, seeds of, like, she's going to cheat, but
She doesn't.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Okay, so
Sorry.
But she does, it's still fucked up.
okay.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna say is, like, to see that perspective and then see someone in their honeymoon phase, like an engaged couple in their honeymoon phase
Two
that doesn't
years
fight.
in.
Like,
Yeah.
I like I forgot all the names.
Well,
but
to
like,
be fair, you're working with a people pleaser and then one with an attachment issue kind of complex.
yeah. So I do enjoy.
My bad. I was just picking apart.
No. I love that because you're hitting on the points that I wanted to bring up. Like,
Wow,
I
Yeah.
love
we're gonna
that.
dive right into
The main
it.
point I just want to make, so I can just let it all to you guys,
Yeah.
like, is that I do enjoy that they give both couples equally something an action that they did to the other, a reason why they did it. That's, you know, at least in the start, understandable, but also petty. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
they give them to both, and you could see how they kind of, like, interlock like a puzzle. you know, and like, and you see that middle portion where it's just misunderstanding and miscommunication, and I like this is what beef's about. It just leads to something crazy. You know,
Oh yeah, trust me.
I've seen Beef season 1. It was fantastic.
No,
despite
this-
the controversy.
This one,
This just goes so left field.
I just want to say, moment of silence for my boy Burberry.
Yo,
Who's Burberry?
you'll find out.
It's the dog.
It's the dog.
Little dachshund Burberry got
He didn't
fucking
deserve that.
eaten by a coyote.
He didn't deserve.
Damn,
He didn't
dude.
deserve that shit.
That
yo.
shit was wild. That was a jump scare.
Bro was a casualty, bro. Like it wasn't like a purposeful thing. Like
Bruh, he got health insurance. He got a better chance of surviving in a hospital than me.
no,
with
deadass.
that rich
Deadass,
couple.
Yo.
But
I
yeah,
swear that lady would have put an Amber Alert on that little nigga if she could.
if she could, she was handing out posters. That was wild. But
So like, it's funny that you mentioned the different stages of relationship that they're in and everything like that.
Yeah.
So the entire thing for the season is all about the cycle of samsara.
yes,
Cycle of samsara being the cycle of reincarnation.
that's really the ending scene too.
No, that's when I noticed it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, what the fuck? Why are they showing this circle? Right, and then I know what the cycle of samsara, like the picture looks like. So I said, no. I got on the computer right away. I was like, no way they're talking about the cycle of reincarnation, rebirth. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
basically the cycle. Oh,
Wait, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Because I just like assumed that like based on that setup, like it was gonna be kind of like a cycle, because I felt like you start with a couple that's like honeymoon phase, that's like very like in love and stuff, like, and I imagine that they're just gonna like fucking be raw and real, hate each other basically, but love each other, or whatever the case, it gets worse. Where I feel like the married couple was only gonna get better. Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't even say that that's what really happens.
okay,
I wouldn't even say that they
Really?
got better. I wouldn't say they got better. I would say that they broke through the cycle. So
Yeah.
the thing about the cycle of samsara, right, is what you do in one set of. Now, I want everybody to know, I'm not a spiritualist like that, whatever like that.
We're
so
not
please,
experts,
so
but-
please correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an open conversation. We're not really going based off of just facts. We're just going based off of what we know and our
Yeah,
general.
I haven't researched it, so
Yeah.
relax.
some grace. The way I
Tell us in
understand
the
it,
comments. Tell us your opinions on Beef Season 2 in the comments.
depending where you are in the grand cycle of samsara, right? What you do in that lifetime determines where next in the cycle you end up. So the better that you are in one lifetime, you may ascend past the current realm that you're in to the next, or to the highest realm, I think, which is called like the diva realm, I think.
I'll look into it.
Not entirely sure, right? And so everything is about overcoming your past karmas, your past, misgivings and everything like that, to then, put yourself in a higher state of living in your next life. Right? So now taking that into the commentary about relationships, right? Now you're saying it in terms of it being a frame and commentary of like stages of relationship, but I don't think it's just simply about stages. I also think it's contemporary about generational relationships,
Yeah.
right? Generational customs and expectations in relationships, right?
Now, I
you-
felt that because you're talking about like an older couple
Right,
versus
be-
like a younger,
because-
more our generation.
Right, because it's not just simply they're older and the other couple's younger, but also the cultural context which informs why their relationship dynamics are the way they are is also part of that. But then you haven't gotten to this part yet too. But also the grandmother is also in a part of this,
Yeah.
right? So
We're talking about the Korean.
the Korean old
okay.
lady.
Yeah.
She's a
and
part
her
of it too.
relationship.
Right.
With the surgeon.
Right, so she's stuck too,
Yeah.
right? Now,
A lot of cultural impacts.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cultural, not only just by culture, but also like financial, It's
I mean-
split off by different classes.
I mean, the other thing about it is, right, part of the cycle of rebirth and reincarnation is also about, detaching from worldly connections and things of that nature. And I'm about to make a commentary about what you were saying, where you're saying like Lindsay and I forget Oscar Isaac's character. I forget his name. You said they got better. I don't think they got better. I think they broke away from the cycle. Now, for everybody who's listening, right, I'm purposefully not telling you the plot. I'm purposefully not telling you the plot and talking about the details and giving you the bit points because I want you to go watch it yourself, right? Because honestly, the way this show goes so left field, if I was to sit here and give you a synopsis, it wouldn't fully encapsulate how fucking crazy this show is.
The show is crazy. There's so much that happens.
I could give you a commentary, which is like, okay, you know what? I'll give you a general synopsis right now, right? Older couple is having their misgivings and their problems about the relationship. And in the middle of one of their fights at home, the younger couple comes on the outside of the house, sees them, and is recording and has video evidence of that. And that causes a whole bunch of blackmail and manipulation.
A chain.
It also just breaks the trust completely with the new couple and also not elderly, but like the older couple.
Right.
Like you can't really trust either party because both parties hold power. Over the other.
So that's a synopsis. That's the best synopsis I think I can give without giving you too much because again, it goes so left field. The characters that are in it.
Oh yeah, Oscar Isaac's character is Joshua.
Josh. Okay.
Joshua and Lindsay.
Josh and Lindsay, I think they break out of the cycle, right? Because Josh has a scene in which he does shrooms, you know,
licks a toad.
You know, now everybody knows us typically in media, you do shrooms, ego death, it equals ego death, right? And that happens. I think that actually happens with him, and that's what informs his decision at the end. Not gonna say what it was.
Okay.
We're a review podcast.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So
the season's been out for a minute.
Oh yeah, it has been out for a minute, right?
Yeah.
So at the end, when he decides to take the fall for everything going on with the embezzlement charges at the club and everything like that.
Yeah.
Right. Which, I mean, ultimately he was embezzling. It's not that he wasn't embezzling, but he takes the embezzlement. He takes the embezzlement charge for himself and the old lady to cover up her ex-husband. So
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He accidentally kills somebody because he's a plastic surgeon, but he's having these hand tremors, and so he artery.
Yeah. So there's multiple levels to the crimes that are committed in this season, but Oscar Isaac's character Joshua ends up taking the blame for a majority of those crimes, even though he was only kind of just admitting to embezzlement, which that was him. That was all him. But
no, it wasn't all him.
Not all of it. Well, it started off with
he
him.
was embezzling, yes, but
more people get involved in that embezzlement as they find out that it's something that's happening.
Yes. So it's like it's more like, oh, he embezzling, we gonna embezzle too.
And then at the end he just takes the blame for all of it.
Everything.
Everything.
Right? And that, I guess maybe like, again, I don't really know how the cycle of samsara works exactly, right? I assume that theoretically, in terms of the frame, prison would probably be the lowest realm of the cycle, right? In which he then starts again with a clean slate. Lindsay, she gets a new husband and new family and everything like that, whatever, right? Which I assume in perspective is her either ascending to the highest. She ascended to the highest realm, or the old lady did when she stopped looking for a new partner after disappearing her ex-husband.
Old lady being
the old Korean lady.
Okay.
I don't know her name. Sorry.
Fair.
But
Chairwoman Park.
Chairwoman
Park. Yeah. Oh yeah. You want to talk about Kaylee Spaney and Charles Melton's characters,
yes.
Austin and Ashley.
So something that's a really big comment, like
they were my favorite part of the season. I'm not going to lie.
They were my favorite part of the season because we know that.
Yeah.
A
people pleaser, someone with attachment issues,
and somebody with anxious attachment. That's like 60% of the
our
generation.
Yeah.
Like so I'm so sorry. Almost every dude I know, and almost all of us at the table have had a Gen Z puppy man phase.
Yeah.
Puppy man in terms of like, I will do anything for you. I won't argue with you.
I will die for you.
You know, regardless of how I feel.
But don't make me do them dishes.
You know what I mean? Like even if I don't really rock with it, I'm gonna just stick it out and whatever like that, which weighs down on your relationship. It weighs down on how you feel. And this is also a commentary on how past lived experiences meld your dating standards and expectations and how you move throughout one.
Specifically with Austin?
No, both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Right? In Ashley, that's her name, right? Ashley?
Ashley is Austin's partner, yes.
Right. In Ashley's case, right, her parents were divorced before she was born. Right? So she never had secure attachment to her parentals. Right? Which then she's now looking for an anchor. right? Which fuels her desperation for security in a relationship, right?
And that makes her afraid to kind of branch out and
Branch out.
detach from Austin if there are some characteristics of him that she doesn't particularly like.
Not only that, but it also holds back the way in which she can develop because she's always having to drag him along.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, for example, they work at the country club. Well,
Yeah.
Kaylee Spaney's character primarily works there. And using the blackmail, she uses that to kind of give herself a promotion.
Right.
Meanwhile, Austin's kind of just dragging by. He doesn't really have that motivation.
He's doing TikTok fitness coaching in the most bullshit sense we can mean that, which is I'm reposting other people's content, making it my own, like it's mine, and being like, yeah, and I'm a qualified professional.
Oh yeah, no, he's a certified personal trainer.
Right. And then he goes from certified personal trainer to certified physical therapist, which you dead ass need a license for. You can't just be a swole guy and then say, I'm going to fitness coach you like everybody else on TikTok do.
I'm telling you, he was giving personal fitness to somebody there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Eunice. The assistant of Chairwoman Park.
No, I'm not going to lie.
Is also Korean. Yeah, I ain't going to lie either.
She a little fine Korean girl, man.
Put some respect on Ashley, too, though. Kaylee Spaney kind of...
You partake in milk, I don't.
That's fair.
Sorry. Sorry, that's not my field.
But Austin, who is Korean,
Half
Korean, but he doesn't feel as in touch. I feel like he is sort of insecure with his more like Korean side of himself.
Yeah.
He's not as exposed to as many Korean people.
Now, I think that shit was funny because he starts experiencing attraction to her and starts blaming it on epigenetics of him being Korean and shit. And I said, yo, that is the most bullshit but funniest explanation for why you find a bitch bad is, my genetics.
I think that's the thing about a lot of people, though. Like, what I was going to say before, I just didn't want to interrupt, was like, on top of like these generational things that, inform who you are, like, in the future. I'm trying to word this right. It's also just like the lack of sense of self. Like, whether it's that you're ignoring what you truly feel, or maybe you don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You know, like there's definitely a spectrum to that where,
especially with it being a younger couple too, they're experiencing things for the first time. So they're kind of, they're unsure. Like the emotions that they're feeling, they've never experienced before. So they kind of like, they're afraid to embrace those feelings.
Like
they
in retrospect, you're the youngest of us. You're 24. You're older than
the couple.
Yeah.
And they were only dating for 2 years.
And they were only dating for 2 years.
And they were already engaged at that point.
Which is a whole other can of worms. 2 years and you're engaged. I'm so sorry. I understand. I believe in true love and all that bullshit, whatever like that, right? I believe in all that.
Bullshit.
I will call it bullshit because it is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I love it though, right? But 2 years ain't enough time for you to really know somebody. I'm so sorry. It's not.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's definitely with you.
It's subjective. Everybody's got different experiences.
It's not necessarily the time. It's the time spent, and it's how you move your relationship forward.
And also when you're challenged.
Yeah, like
so.
It's what you go through. It's what you do. Like how you communicate. It's how you trust. And it's like there's a level of time, but I don't think it's a length of time. I think it's a quality of time.
Yeah.
Do you know why I say that? I say that because eventually you come to a point in which the masks cannot be held. Right?
But that's, again, going into what I'm saying. Like, not every relationship has that mask for that long.
Hold on. Hear me out. Right? Because there, you can also argue that some people be like, well, I'm intentionally not wearing the mask and whatever like that too, right? It's not just about the analysis of what you do with intention. It's also about how you exist with each other without the intention.
Yeah.
Right? And can you guys live and coexist with that? I think you need some more time than 2 years.
Well,
personally,
I think. I mean, that's fine. You can think that way. That's personal. I think.
But also, in your experience, brother, 3, like you've passed my mark already. Like you're already.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're kind of paralleling with me. I know you're not talking about me, but like you're paralleling with me because I am in a relationship with 2 years. We have gone through the raw and real. We have gone through these obstacles. We have figured out a lot of these things. We have coexisted in many places at many times. And now it's to the point where we coexist and we're just chilling. We're like, we're ourselves. Yeah, we can have our future problems. Yeah, we could be like paranoid or we could do this, but we understand that like, okay, this is what works for us. This is what doesn't work for us. Are we ready for this next level? Well, we got to do this, this, and that. Okay, we're in agreement. We talk. We plan.
Yeah, you guys are much better than this couple in this show because they don't even talk.
Their communication skills are
and
horrible.
That's why I don't want to miscommunicate. I have a different point of view that it's not a relationship. Is not inherently about the length of time. It's not about a pre-structure that you set. Any structure you set for yourself, when you get into a committed relationship, it's going to be broken down.
Absolutely,
because it's like if you're truly trying to find someone to settle down with. If you're truly trying to find someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you have to understand that you and that other person you're aiming for you guys to be one.
Yeah.
Not you, not them. It's both of you as one, as a team, as like just together.
Yeah.
That's what my mentality is on it. And I think getting to that point requires a lot. It requires you to be challenged in almost every way you never thought you would.
Yeah.
At times, and whether you decide to cross that threshold or not, like there's going to be many obstacles like that.
I mean, kind of bringing it full circle, kind of back to the samsara circle. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. They reached the next cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the next cycle is exactly where Lindsay and Josh were. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally, like
they run the
they run the thing and they're fighting and
well, it's implied that they're fighting. It's implied they have a strained relationship.
So yeah, Ashley's character actually turns out to be pregnant, and that kind of has an impact on Austin's feelings for Eunice, which it seems like once Austin seems to develop those feelings for Eunice, he's dead set on her. Like he kind of actively stops caring about Ashley.
Well, that's because, and this is where
he doesn't even give her the red Gatorade.
Right, and this is where I say like Gen Z puppy boy, like new shiny,
people pleasing.
People pleasing. You make me feel
Everybody.
good. You make you feel good, so I'm going over here. Not about any type of substance or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Now, not to say that Ashley didn't have her fucking problems that she needed to work that made the relationship dysfunctional. Yes, but Eunice never actually gave him any type of time of day, and you'll see it for yourself when you watch it, Braulio. She never actually made any movements for real.
Yeah.
That warranted the level of I like you that he was at.
The level of obsession, one might even say.
Yeah. Obsession. Interesting that you used that word because there was another film that came out and
Obsession, written let me see if I pull it up. If I have my review on time. I was almost on par with that segue.
Yo,
I thought I was prepared, but
you almost had it. You were like 90% there.
I was 90% there, but you know what? It does have 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
There you
which
go.
is actually pretty solid. Curry Barker is the director, and he's another director kind of added to this YouTuber to filmmaker pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing Kane Parsons with Backrooms coming up. Not in theaters just yet, but definitely probably going to review it on the pod eventually.
Are you guys gonna make me go see that one?
If you wanna. I hear like the director for Backrooms is kind of leaning less on scares. It's more just on the unsettling feeling that Backrooms does kind of create, where it is kind of like an in real life glitch sort of narrative.
So he's not doing it fully because Backrooms, like I know a lot about it. That shit's just terrifying, yo.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll review it on the pod, but
yeah.
What are you talking about? Like the lore of the Backrooms?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
lore of the Backrooms is fucking terrifying.
I feel like with something like Backrooms or SCP or something like that, like you have to kind of choose. I would say it's so much.
There's a lot
to put into a film. So
oh my god, do you think they're gonna make SCP?
Are you okay?
Are you good?
I'm good.
You think they're gonna make SCP films?
They could, depending on Backrooms, and honestly, just a lot of internet lore sort of movies happening. I just feel like it all depends on how these ones perform.
I feel like an SCP series would be cool.
Yeah.
Like Black Mirror type shit. Like
I could definitely see
an
it as
anthology series, like focusing on different SCPs and like contain stories.
I would love to see something like that, honestly.
Bro, wait, what the fuck? We just created a fire idea, dude. Like, wait. I swear, if like in a year something comes up with that shit, they heard this podcast.
Oh, and let me put this out there because I know you're gonna be like, well, it's not technically SCP. If you do Slenderman or Jeff the Killer or any of those other copy pastas, we said it here too first.
I don't know about first. I feel like, but
we said it first.
But back to Obsession. I'll give a little synopsis on the film real quick. So, right off the bat, after breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. So
when your bad bitch like you too much.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. She is bad.
Oh, she like that?
She bad.
Okay.
But I only watched the trailer for this movie.
Yeah.
And I think it was a very interesting concept, the way they're going about it.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not just choosing like an obsessed person, like they're forcefully like through this like kind of magical, fantastical way, like against their will. And so I'm curious about this movie. I'm curious what you think.
I really enjoyed this movie. I think, honestly, out of what's been released so far this month, which I've seen Lee Cronin's The Mummy, I've seen Hokum, and I've seen Obsession for the month of May. Honestly, this one ranks at the top for horror movies that I've seen this month.
That's saying something because you like the other ones too.
I think, honestly, I would probably put Hokum in third. Just because
Hokum's in third and you wrote an essay about it? What the fuck?
I had time at that point, but
but he really liked The Mummy. He was telling me after he watched it.
I enjoyed The Mummy. I feel like both The Hokum and The Mummy have comedic elements, but I think The Mummy, specifically because it is directed by Lee Cronin, who did direct Evil Dead, which he's kind of like a new gen Sam Raimi, which I like to compare him to.
Yeah, which I'm excited for Evil Dead
Burn and Evil Dead Wrath coming up next year too. They're on top of their shit. I love to hear that because it's not like a Star Wars prequel sort of not prequel, sort of sequel vibe where they're just going as
the same shit.
And also just planning it out as it comes along. Like they're actually setting a plan for the Evil Dead series, which honestly speaks volumes about that rather than like Halloween, which they can never get through a full series correctly. But besides that, talking about Obsession, I really enjoyed their take on this. From what I know, it's an original story. I think it is a little bit overhyped online. I will say they're kind of saying it's a new generation of horror. It's remodeling the horror franchise, which I wouldn't go as far as to say
Dick Eaton?
They Dick Eaton, which understandable. It is a lower budgeted. Well, I say lower budgeted. It has a budget of $1 million.
Yeah.
But like
comparatively
low comparatively to other franchises. I think they did very well with the budget that they had. They really, honestly, props to Indy Navarrete. I think she did a star-studded performance. Like if this had more traction, I could see her being like honestly, future Oscar winner.
Oh, really?
Her acting range in this movie spoke. Like you could really see like the emotions that she was making.
You felt the crazy.
You could feel the crazy, but you could also. All right, so I'll just dive into spoilers. So it starts off with the character Michael Johnston plays Bear or Baron. He's kind of similar to Austin. He's a people pleaser, and he's got this crush on Indy Navarette's character Nikki, and Bear and Nikki are part of this other friend group consisting of Ian and Sarah. So it's Ian, Sarah, Bear, and Nikki. Bear has a crush on Nikki. He's been telling the other two friends that he has a crush and like he wants to tell her, and he's not sure how to let her know. He ends up never really telling her openly that he has feelings for her, which ultimately his fault because he doesn't want to be up in front about his feelings. So
niggas.
Yeah. Instead of really just being honest with her about his feelings, he goes to a crystal shop and buys a One Wish Willow, which I really like their take on this sort of Faustian theme where it's like a deal with the devil sort of thing. He makes a wish where he wishes that Nikki loved him more than anyone else in the world. He breaks the wish and immediately she starts showing signs of just more attachment to him. And as you know, with these typical you get what you wish for movies, he ends up regretting it over time. He wishes that he never made the wish, but you can only make one wish and you can't break it. So she starts getting more and more attached to him, where she'll just constantly stare at him. She won't really give him any space. There's one point in the movie where she duct tapes the door so that he's not able to go to work. And yeah, it just kind of speaks to sort of the issues that I guess he didn't really predict when making that wish. And so, know how I mentioned the other two friends, Ian and Sarah. So it turns out Sarah's character has a crush on Bear.
Uh-oh. She killed that bitch.
For spoiler context, yes. It was very, very good acting. I really think that they did a standout job with just making you really feel kind of you felt both characters. You felt both Bear and Nikki, in the sense of, if I was Bear, why are you making stupid choices like, texting Sarah while Nikki's in the same room? Just like, honestly, a lot of guys have this sort of, well, hopefully not anybody in this room, but a lot of guys do run into this kind of issue with their girlfriends where they kind of feel slightly overbearing. They seem to be more attached than used to. They don't really allow that sort of space that is sort of important for a healthy, thriving relationship. So with that being said, Nikki's character, with that wish in mind, she takes it way over the top. And there's one specific scene at 3:45 in the morning where I can't even put it into words. I really do enjoy the way that Curry Barker. I really do enjoy the way that Curry Barker kind of wrote his nighttime scenes in particular, because I feel like the way that he writes the character under sort of the possession of the wish, it's very good writing. I really do feel like essentially Nikki's character is, in my headcanon, she was taken over by a demon. Once that wish was made, she got possessed by a straight up demon. And over time, that demon would just more and more come out and reveal that true demon self. And I would say it's definitely worth a watch. Off the rip, I did watch it like 2 days ago. Out of 5, honestly, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Well, out of 5.
I was like, that's not bad.
I'll give it a 4.
That's not bad.
Out of 5, I'll give it an 8.
Oh, wow.
Out of 10.
You better get an Obsession shirt.
You know what? I love The Lighthouse, but damn, bro, Obsession, it's
This nigga in the lighthouse, yo.
Obsession was a very good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 or a 4 out of 5.
Was Obsession A24?
I believe so. I believe it was A24.
Yo, we gotta hit up A24.
Check the box. Yeah, I went back and I saw y'all didn't know some of them A24 movies. I wish I was there, because I was like,
Focus Features, I think. Focus Features,
okay,
which
okay.
Honestly, Focus Features has been on a pretty good run.
What is
too.
that, a subsidiary of what, Lionsgate?
I'm gonna check.
Or New Lines? No, I don't know. Because they're like, usually those are like subsidiaries that are focused on lower budget movies.
Oh, they've done Eternal Sunshine on the spot.
Wow.
And Black Klansman.
maybe they're bigger.
Hamnet.
Maybe they're bigger than you thought.
Yeah, but who owns them? There's always
Paramount.
There's always a bigger one.
They are open. Yeah, Universal.
Universal.
Universal Studio.
Yeah, they're better than Disneyland. I'll say that. But
That's true.
yeah, no, that's my review for Obsession.
So
That's very interesting. I do want to watch it.
It is very good. I think it just gets progressively worse in a good way. In a good way. In a really good way.
I need to watch more horror movies.
And honestly, a side note, perfect song to listen to after watching Obsession, Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold. I'll just put that
my
out there.
gosh,
The lyrics and the storyline for that song, it's a good song too. If you never listened to it, I think it's worth a listen after watching Obsession. But yeah, that's my review.
I love that. I think honestly, when that shit goes to TV, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah,
Not TV, streaming.
streaming. Yeah,
It's a cable.
When it goes to cable, I'm not gonna wait that long. You said she was taken over by a demon.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Did it
My
make her cry?
interpretation from the trailers was that she was like aware. I thought from what I saw in her performance in the trailer that like she was like speaking and acting this way, but like in her eyes you could like it was like she was trapped in her own body type shit. Like
Indy Navarette really just made
like
that
she
devil
knew,
cry.
like she knew what she was like doing, like but she couldn't control herself.
Yeah.
Listen, man, that shit would make a devil cry.
Wait.
Baby.
Baby. Yeah, that's my segue. Devil may cry. Man, I got a lot to say. Yeah. So, I'm not to put into context to the DMC community. Okay, I'm not a LARPer because I've started playing the games. I played one. So growing up, I played 3. Right, I bought all 5 games recently. I finished 1 through 3. I'm on 4 right now. Okay, I'm not a LARPer, but I'm not a DMC super fan. So that's my perspective when I give my opinion.
You're like
Right.
a casual fan, you would say.
Just a little bit more. Just a little.
Well, I mean, now that you're actually like going through all of them, now you
Yeah,
know, but-
yeah. So, okay, so I'm not a super fan, so I don't know all the micro contexts of everything. Okay, cool. So, my take on Devil May Cry, because I watched season 1 and 2. I watched season 1 the week before season 2 came out, and then watched season 2. What I'll tell you is this. If you are an actual Devil May Cry fan, you are going to hate this series. You are going to hate this series. If you are one of those people who like, I want traditional, I see the IP, I want the IP as it some degree of what it was in the games in the anime. No. Right? What this really is Adi Shankar, who's the writer of the show. I think this is really his like fanfic story idea thrown on top of the IP of Devil May Cry.
I see.
Now, taking the context of the actual games away from the Netflix, which I know that's crazy. I know that that's crazy, but bear with me. Looking at it for what it is by itself, not that bad. It has problems. And the real problem is that the narrative and exploitation of things is like written like it was written by a 14-year-old. So the combat's cool as fuck. The music's cool as fuck, right? The main stake of saving the world from the demon realm is very much put together, but like some of the grander themes
Like nuance.
and nuances that could have been presented and whatever like that fall short. They do fall short, right? Certain nuances about character that, first of all, a lot of the characters get character assassinated.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of the case with certain adaptations.
What was that other thing?
The Witcher.
The Witcher. There you
Yeah.
go.
The Witcher. But The Witcher was better than this in terms of character assassination.
Really?
Oh wow.
So core fundamentals about the Witcher characters were maintained, right? To a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Certain core motivations about characters were maintained to a degree. In Devil May Cry, it's really anything. Right?
It's just whatever he wants the characters to be.
Right? And not to say that it has no basis in the prior existing stuff in the IP, but for example, in season 2, one of the major things about season 2 was Dante's brother being alive, Virgil. They made that nigga like disrespect his mother all the time. And if you've played the games, you know how bad them two little motherfuckers love their mama. Dante and Virgil, they love their mama. They love their mama, right? So to hear Virgil be like, call her a sapien,
What a roast.
I'm like, yo, Virgil would never say that shit, yo. Like,
Well, it's
you're
because their
tripping.
dad. Well, do you know DMC a little bit?
I don't.
Yeah, their dad is demon.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Devil May
Human.
Cry is about Dante, who was half demon, half a human, right? His dad was a legendary demon knight named Sparta.
Okay.
Sparta was one of the top generals in Demon World, under Demon King Mundus, right? But Demon King Mundus started doing fuck shit. Sparta was like, yo, this shit kind of funky. Like, yo, can we chill out? Mundus was like, nigga, you chill out. Sparta said, yo, as your top dog, he was like, yo, lock in or I'm finna crash out. He said, crash out then. So then he did.
Oh.
So Sparta started slaying everything. He got into a fight with Mundus. Mundus and him were going band for band on hands. He was like, yeah, I actually don't have to squabble against you. Sealed off demon realm and human realm. Right. And so, you know, Mundus's whole thing was trying to open up the barrier and take over human world, whatever. Right. So Sparta, when he was on the other side, you know, had his demon power sealed off on the other side, whatever like that. And he did it with his sword, which is also named after him, which is also concurrent with the game. Sparta, the sword is named after him. I think that shit's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's my sword, so I'm gonna name it after myself, the J sword.
Valid.
I'm Jay and I use the J sword. Yeah,
It is your sword.
you know what I mean? Like that shit was funny as hell. But Sparta, the sword is powerful as fuck. In game, that shit's powerful as fuck, yo. But it becomes fully realized once it combines the perfect amulet, which is like, the show does a really cool thing in terms of like putting it in lingo that we could understand as humans. So treating it like the barrier is like a code, like a program, right? And the two sides of the amulet, because the amulet's broken in half, are like two sides of a transmitter, and when put together and put in the sword, which is like a decoder that then, you know, controls the barrier of the program, right? So he put it in tech terms, and I thought that was actually kind of cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, so basically the whole thing is about getting the demon sword Sparta and
sword. I ain't gonna caught you lacking, man.
But yeah, getting the demon sword, putting the gems in the demon sword, and splitting the barrier in half, and you know, joining the worlds, right? So that's the overall premise. Most of the games follow that same track. If it's not about that specifically, it's about obtaining the sword and the sword's power in particular, right? So first season, I think the first season was the best season. The first season was the best season, right? Because it wasn't so heavy in the Devil May Cry lore that the liberties that Adi Shankar takes with writing the story make it work as if it's its own thing. And it makes it compelling, right? Because he uses a lesser villain, the White Rabbit, which like me in playing the games, I've never seen the White Rabbit, but apparently he's bigger in the manga, right? Which
wait, is the manga like a different adaptation than the anime?
It's like interwoven into the story, so it's like extra narrative.
So the anime is just extra narrative, or is the manga extra narrative?
The manga is extra narrative. The anime is its own. The current anime is its own track.
Damn.
There's also a 2007 anime. I haven't watched it yet.
Damn. A lot of different adaptations for Devil May Cry.
I mean, Devil May Cry has been out for like fucking ever. Like,
damn.
Not for nothing.
Decades.
Not for
That
nothing.
Devil been crying.
Dante was supposed to be a Resident Evil character. He's
It
supposed
does sound that like Resident Evil-esque.
The first game,
his name was supposed to be Tony Redgrave. That's a Resident Evil name.
That is a Resident Evil name.
The gameplay of the first game was very Resident Evil, early Resident Evil, where it was like fixed camera.
Yeah, like it would do
and you walk through. Yeah,
I gotcha.
So the second season where you're taking, and I also think like escalating to talking about Virgil right away in the second season was definitely a really risky move because you didn't have as much setup. And it's kind of like you're kind of like relying on the hype of the fact that like, hey, Virgil's in it now. Yes, everybody in the Devil May Cry community loves Virgil. Virgil's like the coolest. He's the cool edgelord nigga with the katana. Everybody loves that nigga. Like he's fucking dope as shit, right? But relying on the fact that he's dope as shit and getting people to tune in because he's in the show instead of actually writing a narrative that makes it well supported also comes into it failing as it stands when the season came out, right? because it's like, oh, Virgil's here now. Okay, so now you have to write the narrative around Virgil being there. What are y'all laughing about now?
No,
I cut out.
Yeah, he cut out.
I said,
outside my hevel but like very muffled. Go ahead, season 2.
I'm sorry, yo. When I'm watching it, right, and they hit good points, like they hit morality of war as a point, you know, how like not every side who perceives itself as good is actually good, and then, you know, they talk about like brainwashing of religion, and, you know, and they do it in ways that touch upon those topics, right? But again, doesn't really give it a lot of nuance, doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's kind of like just thrown in there.
Yeah.
And like, does it work because like anybody who's watching it might have the understanding of how it fits into the narrative? Yes. But I don't think it was neatly put in or thoughtfully put into the narrative. Does that make sense?
Yeah. This was the latest season to come out?
I think that's a problem throughout both seasons.
Oh, wow.
Right.
So, well, I mean,
Lack of nuance.
What would you rate this one then?
So to rate the first one, I would say the first one is a cool 7.
Okay.
I would say the first one's a cool 7. I would say season 2 overall, probably like a 6.6.
Oh, really?
Right. 6.3.
Damn.
Right. Yeah.
Not worth the 0.3. Not worth the 0.3.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I can enjoy something while just distinguishing its overall quality. I enjoyed it for the music, the vibe, the fights. If you look at Devil May Cry and think it's just niggas slaying demons and boxing, you're gonna have a great time. But if you actually know the lore, know the story, and you actually come there to enjoy that in any capacity, that prior context will ruin it for
I
you.
would say it's like that's worse than like the Mario Galaxy problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because Mario doesn't really have a lot of like story lore to it.
Yeah.
We love
Devil May Cry does, and they didn't use it.
Well, no, he uses it, but he doesn't use it in a way that is either true to the IP or meaningful in creating a new story on its own. Right? Because I can see what elements he pulls from it, right? So like I said, the first one, it was just lesser characters, lesser plot lines, and like a few characters from the mainline games, Dante, Lady. Enzo is actually a character from Bayonetta, which is a whole other thing, because Bayonetta and Devil May Cry were supposed to be one universe anyway. But in the second season, I would say it's elements of Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, and DMC Devil May Cry, which was like I think it was 2013. They did like a reboot.
Yeah.
Right. And so elements and plot points from those 3 games are present in this season, but not in a way that I think truly honors those games. You know what I mean? Because like, again, I feel like Adi Shankar wanted to, and he did want to create his own story, because like in interviews where people are interviewing him about the show, whatever, he thought that his anime was going to revive the franchise.
Oh, damn.
So much so that he was mad when Devil May Cry 5 came out, because he wanted to revive the franchise. Adi Shankar, if you watch this right now, I want you to know what you're writing right now, that wasn't going to be reviving the franchise. I'm so sorry. The fans would have hated you.
That shit was whack.
The fans would have hated you. Right? Not to say that I think your story's bad. I don't think this. I want to make that clear. Looking at the story outside of the IP it's attached to, it's not the worst thing in the world. It has some issues. It lacks some nuance. It lacks some character dynamic development in certain frames, right? Because at the end of season 1, Lady, she's a character that develops like a close relationship to Dante, right? So, and there's like certain like romantic tensions between them or whatever like that, right? At the end of that season, she puts him in cryosleep, and then we pop up like against his will.
Domain expansion.
You know, like, hey, guess what? I like you, cryosleep. What the fuck?
Interesting.
Right? But naturally, if you come out of cryosleep after your bad bitch put you in cryosleep after y'all thought you were gonna get together, you would expect to be like, yo, what the fuck? Naturally, there would be some type of yo, what the fuck? They don't really have a yo, what the fuck.
Interesting.
Dante kind of just is still liking her, still with her. I think he even likes her
accepting
more
of it.
when he wakes up. And I'm like,
He's like, oh, you about that.
you know what I mean? Like, Now I'm into a whole bunch of kinky shit, but like that's kind of like lame.
Oh.
Narratively,
What is this?
narratively, that shit was lame as fuck. Narratively, that shit was lame as fuck. You know what I mean? Explore the dissonance that should have caused. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like he wants to do his action bullshit in his hype moments so bad that he makes the story so copacetic so that way he can have that.
Like contrived.
Yeah.
I see.
So to say the least, this ain't gonna be a recommendation.
Oh no, so here's what I'll say. If you've never played the Devil May Cry games, I think the show would actually inspire you to play the games.
Huh.
So I think optimally,
including season 2.
Yeah, I think the people who have not interacted with it at all and go from watching the show to playing the games are probably going to have the best experience.
Huh.
Right?
Because they'll start with the low.
Right. Because you're starting with nothing. Right. And then if you go from that to then playing the games and seeing the better plot lines in the games and be like, oh, the games are so cool. No wonder it has an anime. Instead of I played this game, I've been sat with it my whole life.
Now
and then you're seeing this anime and you're seeing this nigga kind of LARP his way through making a show, which everybody in the community calls him a LARPer. They say he's a Devil May Cry LARPer. And there's a key thing about it because there's a scene in Devil May Cry 5 in which like the nigga like Virgil like whips out and sits on a fucking lawn chair. That's a fucking meme. That's not actually what happens in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Adi Shankar adds it into the actual anime, which all the fans got set off about.
Real?
Yeah. But overall, I think if you've never played it, give it a watch. It's a good watch. It's decent. Has its problems, but it's decent. But if you're an actual fan, save yourself some time. Go replay the game or something.
Valid. All right. That was a solid Devil May Cry review.
Yeah.
For season 2. All right. Well, I mean, with that being said, I think
well, I can give my recommendation instead.
Right off the bat, go right ahead. We're gonna dive right into our recommendations.
So my recommendation, and I'm gonna be nice this time. I'm gonna give the heads up this time. See, this is me compromising with you guys.
Give the heads up.
Remember, I said I don't like telling people what we're gonna do ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it now. Okay.
Wait, what are you doing? You're recommending something that you didn't watch yet?
No, I did.
Oh.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I will review. We will review next week.
Bet, yeah. I also saw Lord of the Flies, which not to go too much into it, but I did enjoy the adaptation, especially after reading
the book.
book.
Theaters?
No, it's a
on
Netflix
Netflix.
series.
Netflix?
I think it was on BBC. It's like BBC produced.
Yeah,
but
okay.
they put it on
BBC,
Netflix.
I'll watch
BBC
it.
released it in February, and then it got to Netflix recently.
I will
Yeah.
try to watch it.
It's not bad. You don't need to read the book to like get the gist.
I actually did read the book. I don't remember it, but I did read the book.
I did also read the book. I feel like
I read it in middle school.
So we all read the book.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
I read it
Okay,
in
I
middle
love
school.
that. So we're gonna have a really interesting conversation. next
Yeah.
week.
But
Yeah, I
Lord of
kind
the
of had to
Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I mean, I don't really have like a movie or show recommendation. I'll actually kind of throw it back to our earlier recommendations with how's my sound?
No kidding.
Oh no,
I
you're
was throwing it back.
oh. I'll throw it back. Pause. I have a song, music recommendation.
Freaky.
Song called Lazarus by Circa Survive. It is a post-hardcore song. It's not too heavy. There's not really much screaming involved. So I mean, if you're not really one that listens to like metal that often, it's not something that'll sound off-putting. I think it does a good balance of sort of the vibe that Circa Survive does have. I think overall it's a pretty good song. It's nice to listen to. It's almost like Pink Floyd inspired in some cases. So it's not that long of a song either. I think it clocks in at about like 4 minutes. So
Okay.
yeah, Circa Survive, Lazarus. Just really been on repeat for me lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You said your recommendation, and I imagined the banner like going in front of you. I was like, oh, this editor brain, dude.
Yo, do you look at us in the terms
like,
of the pod? Like,
Yep.
I'm like internally editing it.
yeah, that's funny as hell. Yo.
No, for me, my recommendation, I had to basically choose between a couple things that I watch, which honorable mention. I'm not gonna put this as a banner I did watch Send Help finally.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was kind of like fucking crazy at some points. I watched it with Nancy, and like there were points I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
But like it was very Sam Raimi.
Very Sam Raimi.
Very Sam Raimi. I don't,
Yeah. Rachel McAdams, man. Rachel McAdams, and also what?
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien. Really good performance from Dylan O'Brien.
I think it was good. Yeah, but my actual recommendation for the week is Tomb Raider. So I finally got PlayStation, the modern era games.
Okay.
Oh.
But the first one, because I'm currently like playing the first one.
I played the fuck out of that first one.
I got PlayStation Premium plus Premium because I had no idea what to play. I didn't really want to play Devil May Cry anymore.
Damn.
It was just not catching me. I just needed something to just get me immediately. And so I got that. So I get all the catalogs of old games. You know, I was playing Sly Cooper, Infamous. I didn't feel like learning, dude. I just felt like relaxing.
Fuck you. Don't play.
But I want to pick it up someday.
Yeah.
Maybe for like a video or something.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know beforehand when you get to Devil May Cry 3. The learning curve is like starting back from zero.
Damn.
Like Devil May Cry 3 is like OD hard. Like
damn.
But
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. So I played the second one of the modern era like years ago, but I wanted to start all over, so I got it, and it's been great. It reminds me of Uncharted, but something that I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
instead of replaying a game I already know, I'm playing the same game pretty much, but a different story.
How does it compare?
It's very similar. Like there's so many similarities between this, like the modern era Tomb Raider and Uncharted. If you like,
did you finish the first?
I think I'm towards the end of it.
Okay, because I was gonna ask you which one you think is better.
Between the first Uncharted and the first Tomb Raider, probably the first Tomb Raider.
Okay,
because the first Uncharted, like it was I respect it a lot. What's gonna be hard? What any Tomb Raider is gonna be hard to beat is Uncharted 2.
Oh, really?
To me, 2 is the pinnacle. Like that's the peak.
That's fair.
Yeah, like
That's
3
interesting.
3 is up there with gameplay, but it's a little below 2 for me.
What about
And
4?
4 is like I love 4.
I love 4 too.
I love 4.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
But
saying. Like
two
everybody
is
that talks
special
to, they
to
talk
me.
about like 3 and 4. So
Yeah.
No, but 2 is special to me. I like
That's fair.
2 is great. I think like it's like a perfect sequel.
okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude, I'm about to recommend Uncharted.
Combo deal.
Combo 2 for 1.
2
Honestly,
for 1.
if you
Tomb
like,
Raider and
if you
Uncharted.
like the modern era Tomb Raider games, you're gonna like Uncharted. Same
get-
vice versa.
Just get PlayStation Plus Premium.
Yep.
Yo, dead ass, bro.
Not sponsored.
And not sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, Sony.
Sponsor us actually. Please give me free premium.
I'm
Please.
trying to go to Spider-Man. Whatever Spider-Man movie y'all put out one next. Let me go early.
Let me get Spider-Man 3 early, please.
Yo.
But with that said, that is all the time that we have.
Yeah.
A longer episode for you guys.
More
We're
content.
spoiling you.
We are spoiling you.
Get us to 100 subscribers.
You can
Please
get
like,
more
comment,
content.
share, and
you-
subscribe.
Get us to 100 soon. We might make it regular if you like it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ryan was not fucking with that. He was not fucking with that at all. He was like, no, please.
But thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching,
y'all.
and we will see you guys next week with stuff. Maybe.
Maybe. to be what the fuck am I saying?
Look, I don't want to spoil too much. but
Entertainment magician.
Words.
I don't want to spoil too much, but we are going to have content next week.
We will
Yes.
have content.
And it will be of the podcast variety. So we will see you guys there.
Have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, peace.
Peace out.
Peace.